so much for tuning back in, and if you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today's video is going to be another cash envelope stuffing. This is going to be for the month of June, and it's going to be for my first paycheck. As you can tell, it's a little bit different of a layout from previous times. I ran out of stickers, but I had to improvise. I did order some new ones, so expect a sticker haul here soon. I'm just waiting on some more stickers to come in for all the orders to be ready before I film that video. So as you can see here, we're working with $388. My hours are still low. I have been working less lately, but I think they are picking up, and that's a good sign. Possibly we may be going up from this number, but for now this is what we are working with. And actually it was less than that, but I did take whatever was left over from my emergency sinking fund envelope, which was about $175 I believe, and I just added it to whatever was my paycheck. So it amounted to that, and even then it's still on the short side, but we're working with what we have and what we can. Now I'm going to go in and fill out the numbers as I go. So let's see here. I have the money, so I'm going to go ahead and set it up before we get started, and then I'll be back. Okay, perfect. I have the money lined up and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and be filling in the numbers as we go. The first one is school, and that's going to be $245. So if you've watched my previous videos, you've seen that I've been taking half from one paycheck and the second half from the following paycheck after that. But this time, because of when I get paid, the days that falls, it doesn't really work out when this payment is due. Therefore, I'm just going to go ahead and take out the $245 as a whole, and I have my envelopes here on the side. Now, another thing I wanted to mention is, as I mentioned earlier, I did take the $175 from the emergency sinking fund. Therefore, I am going to work on replenishing that. There's nothing in there anymore. I took whatever was left to add it to this paycheck so that I can have more money to use, because I had other things that I needed to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. That is $245. So you have 100, 200, 220, 240, and 245. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stuff this envelope, and then I'll take this with me my next day I have class, so that I can pay this and get this taken care of, so that I don't get a late fee or anything like that. So I'm gonna set this off to the side. The next envelope is labeled miscellaneous, and that one is going to be $50. I didn't know what to call that, but as you can see, this one's the one that I've been using. It's pretty much my debt snowball. I just haven't labeled it. So I'm going to go ahead and out of the 50, it's just money that I owe someone, and I wanted to get that taken care of with this one. So something else I wanted to mention, and I forgot to mention, is, I don't know if you can tell, but I labeled my envelopes differently. I use different colored tabs. So this one, I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but this one is rose gold and this one is gold. So the rose gold ones are gonna go in my wallet, and then the gold ones are my monthly expenses. And then you'll see back here I have a green tab for this one, and then that one, the green ones, are the sinking funds. So I just wanted to kind of color code them so that it's easier for me to find them and locate them and know where they go and that kind of stuff. So the next one up is gasoline. So I'm gonna do 20. I believe I did 20 this time for this one, and this envelope is finally empty. I did drive around a bit more than usual, so I had to use whatever was left over. I believe it was like 30. So I'm gonna do 20 for that one. And I just did a $20 bill for that one. And then this one is one that's going to go in my wallet. So I'm going to put it over here. And then once I finish, I'll put them in my wallet. So the next one up is spending. And I did 40 again for spending on that one. So let's do 40 here. And I believe I did a 20, a 10, a 5 and 5 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and count all of that. So I have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And per usual, this one has nothing in it. Let's put that. And then here's my wallet. It was a wristlet. I just took off the wrist thing from here. It's a Jessica Simpson wallet. I think I picked this up at TJ Maxx, I believe, a while back. So it fits the envelopes perfectly in there, as you can see, and I decided to just put it to use. And then I have my gas envelope. These two go with me everywhere. And then I have another tab that goes in here for my cards, but currently I have my cards in another little wallet that's attached to my keys because I left and I didn't need any cash. I just needed my ID and that kind of stuff, so I just left this behind. So that's my wallet. And then the next thing up is insurance, and insurance is whatever is left over. I do need to come up with a certain amount here by August, so I decided that whatever was left over after covering these funds, I was going to put towards insurance, and it looks like it's 33. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, that's 30, 31, 32, 33. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to what I have in here, and then I'm going to count it all up and write down what I have. Let's see, do I have any 10s in here? Doesn't look like I do. So I'm going to go ahead and add this, count it up, and let's see. So there's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 210, 215, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay, so it looks like currently I have 238, so I'm still a bit away from what I need to have. So I really need to step it up and put some more money in here. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I do believe the hours at my job are picking up, so I am going to try to work some extra hours to come up with that money. So I think it's June, I believe it's June 13th today. I don't know, I'm all over the place. Did I say 2:30? What did I say? I've totally spaced out. I'm gonna go ahead and count it again. Okay, it was 2:38 what I had. So I'm getting there, but I'm still a ways away, so I need to make sure I get this all taken care of. Honestly, I don't even know why I started writing this way instead of just putting like the short date, but whatever, let's just go with it. All right, so I am done. This time it was a short cash stuffing, but I just wanted to take care of all the bills that I had this paycheck. And then hopefully next paycheck we're working with a bit more money, and hopefully next paycheck I can have my normal layout. We'll see. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any video suggestions, any ideas, any comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you consider subscribing. Until next time, bye bye.